Alright, it's time for the next part then. I'm gonna redo all of Max's one just to put it in sequence like that. Anyways, Max, or Matsato, or Sato, known as he's known in Japanese. He's from Petalburg City, Hoenn. Younger brother of Mei and son of the Petalburg gym leader Norman introduced alongside her. Although he is too young to be a Pokemon trainer, he joins the group in order to experience more of the world of Pokemon than what he can learn from books. Like Tracy, he idolizes Professor Oak. Although not being able to contribute Pokemon to the team, he makes up for it by his extensive knowledge of Pokemon. Max is similar to Wally, yet Wally is old enough to catch and train Pokemon. His appearance seems to be based on a younger boy in Ruby and Sapphire who warns the main character that Professor Birch, way to get around bitch, is being attacked by a wild Focindra, whatever. Alright, now something I want to do here for a sec. When I was reading the text, it didn't say anything about this other series, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Galactic Battles. But when you go down to the episodes, it actually does. So I'm just going to read a short little thing about it. After defeating Brandon, which was obviously in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Dimension, or Battle Dimensions, and declaring the declining the offer to be a frontier brain, Ash sets off to travel through the far-away land of Sinnoh. However, once he gets there, he meets up with Hikari, a local trainer from the region. Alright. But that's not all to read, though. Oh, which has 26 episodes and all, by the way. That does. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Galactic Battles. But that's not all to read, though. There's more to read, which I'm going to read it, too. But it's getting down to the nitty-gritty. Oh, right. By the way, I forgot to mention. There's actually a few animated movies of this. In 1999, Pokemon, the first movie, was released. Pokemon the movie was released in 2000. Pokemon 3 the movie was released in 2001. Pokemon Mewtwo, I think that in either Pokemon 1, 2, or 3, Mewtwo was in it. It introduced Mewtwo. Pokemon Mewtwo Returns was released in 2001, which I have on VHS, by the way. I don't have any others, though, unfortunately. Anyways, though. Pokemon Forever was released in 2002. Pokemon Heroes was released in 2003. Pokemon Jirachi Washmaker was released in 2004. Pokemon Destiny Deoxys was released in 2005. Pokemon Lucario and the Mystery of Mew was released in 2006. Pokemon Ranger and the Temple of the Sea was released in 2007. Pokemon Rise of Dakari was released in 2008, and Jinta of the Skies Banquet Shaman, it's a Japanese title, was released in 2009. This year, actually. Well, technically, what time is it? In about half an hour, 31 minutes or so, it's going to be 2010. But yeah, 2009. This past year, it was released. I hope more gets released too. I hope I can get the rest of them on VHS or DVD. Anyways, there's some more to read. Oh joy. The Pokemon anime series and films are a meta series of adventures separate from the canon that most of the Pokemon video games follow, with the exceptions of Pokemon Yellow, a game based on the anime storyline. The anime follows the quest of the main character, Ash Ketchum, known as Satoshi in Japan, a Pokemon master in training as he... This was already explained before. I don't know why they explained it like this now. Anyways, though, I guess it's this last part then. If you want to know where I got this, I'll put a link to it in the description of just this video. As I'm recording this, the other parts aren't up yet, but I'll put a link in the description of just this video over them, but I'll say it right now too. It's http://www.animefreak.tv/watch/pokemon-english-dub-online-free, and there's probably a few hundred of other animes here too. Alright. Anyways, though, now about my general view on it, since I spent the last few parts, plus most of this part, talking to, reading this, alright? But now, wait, also, I want to count up the episodes, alright? The episodes... So, I'll just, skip ahead here till when I'm done counting them up, alright? Alright, so it's 578, and out of all the Pokemon episodes and series ever, it's 578 episodes. That's the longest running series of anime I've ever heard of ever, and it's still good. They still managed to come up with new ideas, which really impresses me with them. I don't really much more to say. I could never do this anime justice, alright? It's just impossible to do this anime justice. It's just so perfect, alright? Now that's about it then. Not really running out of time here, but not really much more to do. I was gonna read that whole last part to you, but it basically just recaps everything that it already said. Anyways, not really much more to say. I love this anime. It's definitely one of my favorites ever. But so yeah. Anyways, this is a common example, the perfect example, in fact, that long animes can be good. Alright? Right. A lot of people think long animes can't be good. That's not true. Just look at Pokemon. Alright? Anyways, see you next time. Anyways, that's the end of this review finally. Please rate, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and see you next time, everyone. Yeah.